Okay, so we got Woman's World. Okay, March 22nd, 2021. And if you could see the paper clips I have stacked up, that's how good this book is. But we're going to start in here. Fill your week with smiles. I know y'all enjoy when I do these. Okay, so we got to find the very first day here. Sunday, March 21st. Yeah, Sunday, March 21st. You want to have an International Day of Forest. Now, what does that mean? You're going to walk in wonder. Taking a stroll in the forest today can not only lift your mood, it can make it easier to cope with stress, says researchers in Japan. In their study of more than 6,000 people ages 20 to 60, those who walked in green spaces at least once a month had a stronger sense of the meaning in life and felt more equipped to deal with stress than those who didn't walk. Since spending a long time in closed spaces close to sensory deprivation, we believe a green space stimulates the senses and can balance the brain, says researcher Shinichiro Shihara, PhD. His advice: start with a walk in the forest or a green space a few times a month. If you're happy with the results, continue to do it once a week. Now, Monday, National Goof Off Day. Take a break. Give yourself permission to forget those pesky to-dos today, and what better way to goof off than taking a nap in the hammock? You'll get all the benefit of relaxation plus help improve your memory, say researchers in the Current Biology. They asked participants to remember the word pears before bed the next morning, and they found that people performed 3 times better on their test when they rocked themselves to sleep rather than if they slept in a standard bed. The researchers believe that rocking motion helps synchronize activity in the area of the brain that plays roles in sleep and memory. Now, Tuesday, March 23rd. It's National Puppy Day, or Spoil Your Dog Day. Whether your dog is a rambunctious puppy or a relaxed old-timer, make his day with a noise-making chew toy that will keep him occupied for hours. How to do this? Well, cut the leg off an old pair of jeans and slide an empty plastic water bottle or soda container in the center. Knot the jeans on both ends with a bottle in the cut tassels, then give it to the toy to your pal. The denim is sturdy enough that he won't be able to chew through the material, so you can relax while your dog gnaws away. He'll love that crinkling sound the bottle makes, which will make it even more fun for him. Wednesday. We don't celebrate that day, but it's National Cocktail Day. Thursday, March 25th is International Waffle Day. Dig into the yum. Celebrate the latest trend, a waffle cake. There's no limit to how you can make this no-bake treat, says Chelsea Lords of chelseaismessyaprons.com. A few ideas: stack 3 waffles, spreading your favorite filling like whipped chocolate ganache and buttercream or cream cheese frosting between each, and top with fruit, whipped cream, or chocolate sauce. Lord's tips for success: let the waffles cool before assembling the cake. If the waffles are warm, it will heat the filling and make the cake slide, and if the dry berries before adding to the cake so they don't make the top soggy. For more tips and a step-by-step guide, search waffle cake on her site. Okay, here's the riddle of the week. And we'll do that, and I'll make you think on it while we read Start Your Week with a Laugh. So the riddle of the week is: brewing an answer. I go in dry and come out wet. The longer I'm in, the stronger I get. What am I? Think on it. Okay, start your week with a laugh. You're right. It does look like Aunt Alice. There's 2 sheep discussing whatever they're looking up, and they must be looking at a cloud, and they think that the cloud looks like Aunt Alice. Okay. Question: what did the flower say after it told a joke? Now, this is really cute. I was just pollen, Pollen, your leg. Get ready for pollen seasons, kids, because let me tell you, your allergies are going to be going crazy. Mine did that earlier. Here's another cute cartoon. Do we have to clean the garage? Couldn't we just build another garage? The man says to his wife. Ha ha ha. Moving forward. What is the answer to the riddle? I go in dry and come out wet. The longer I'm in, the stronger I get. What am I? The answer is a tea bag. Okay, moving forward. Now I want to read this story to you. It is on page 10 and 11. When we come together, it's amazing what love can do. I'm grateful for everyone who pitched in, says Dorothy with the project leader Steve Booth. When Dorothy Mullen's water pipe froze, Good Samaritans went to help thaw it out, and they were shocked to find that her farmhouse didn't have an indoor bathroom. So the community rallied together to build her one. Dorothy Mullins slid in a log into the kitchen wood stove, then held the coffee pot under the tap and turned the handle. Nothing happened. The pipe is frozen again, the 66-year-old groaned. Dorothy and her partner Damon had spent decades eking out a living room for the 42-acre farm outside Peterstown, West Virginia. Sadly, she lost Damon 3 years earlier and now lived alone in the 250-year-old farmhouse, cooking on a wood stove and drawing water from a pipe running from a nearby spring into her kitchen, but now it was frozen solid. Gonna buy electric pipe warming tape when my Social Security check comes, she told Sandy Bowling, who runs the local food bank. And when Dorothy stopped in that cold January day for some bottled water, "This is your lucky day," Sandy said with a smile. "Pastor Becky just told me someone donated money to help folks like yourself with home repairs." Dorothy had never been one to ask for help, but without Damon she had to admit that she sure could use some, and that would be perfect. It says there's this picture of two gentlemen here in the lower corner. I'll read that before we continue on. It says, learning Dorothy had no indoor plumbing, Steve Wright and his pal Fred Terry left, rallied the community to build her a bathroom. So wonderful. A ripple effect of heartfelt help. Sandy reached out to Steve Booth and his church friend Fred Terry, and they headed out to Dorothy's place. They de-iced the pipe, then installed insulation to prevent it from freezing again. But to their dismay, when they turned on the faucet, icy cold water merely trickled out. Steve looked around for a water heater but couldn't find one, and he didn't see something else. "Where's the bathroom?" he asked. "My outhouse is out back about 100 yards. Dorothy said, pointing to the large basin on the back porch. She told him, "That's my bathtub." Steve and Fred shared an astonished glance. Sure, their country was poor, but they had no idea that people were living without hot water or indoor plumbing. "We have to do something," Steve and Fred agreed on the drive home. And as the word spread, Project Dorothy, an outpouring of love flooded into her, and a plan took shape. And they show some more pictures here. It says contractors donated time and material to build the new bathroom. After it was finished, Dorothy took her first hot shower ever. Community of love. Dorothy was shocked when Steve and Fred returned and they told her they were going to not only replace her pipe, but also build her a bathroom. "I can't believe you would do this for me," she said, her voice choked up with emotion and gratitude as volunteers, carpenters, electricians, and plumbers arrived to help. Their first goal was to install a reliable water supply. Kevin Fullen, owner of an excavating company, donated over 500 feet of PVC to replace the old rusted pipe. But once installed, they discovered the spring had dried up. Dorothy also needed a well. A well would cost thousands, but once again the community opened their hearts, churches dipped into their emergency funds, their congregation also dug into their pockets, and well digger Raymond Honecker didn't charge a dime for his labor. Meanwhile, 2 other contractors put in a septic system as others started construction on the bathroom. With no room inside, they marked out a section on the porch outside the kitchen. Steve contracted a local family resource agency, and they issued a grant for supplies and fixtures. For weeks after putting in long hours at their job, the volunteer crew headed to Dorothy's house and worked for hours until finally the last nail was hammered in. Steve led Dorothy into her new bathroom. "It's beautiful," she beamed, and when Steve turned the sink tap to hot, Dorothy's eyes welled as she poked a finger into the streaming stream. Later she gathered soap and shampoo and luxuriated in the first hot shower of her life. Today, Dorothy still marvels at her modern conveniences, quote unquote, but it's the kindness and generosity of the community that meant the most to her. I am lucky to be surrounded by such wonderful people, Dorothy says. Steve and Fred and the rest prove that the world is full of people ready to do whatever to do you. Okay. Steve, Fred, and the rest prove that the world is full of people ready to do what you never dreamed possible. Steve agrees. People are eager to help. They just have to know that they're needed. He says once they know, it's amazing what their love can do. Bill Holton. 3 easy ways to show love to your senior neighbors. 1. Drop off a hot meal. Next time you cook for your family, put together a freezer-safe container for your neighbor and make sure to take it to him to enjoy either that night or later on. For the recipe ideas, visit sixsistersstuff.com. Click Method and then visit the Freezer Meals section for dishes like a pizza bake, lasagna that an older neighbor can reheat and enjoy. 2. Create a boredom buster. Visit word-game-world.com and print games like a crossword puzzle, word scrambles, word searches for free. Simply bind the pages together with a staple and drop the puzzle off at your neighbor's house for days of entertainment. Short on time, order a large print word game book from Amazon.com for as low as $7 and have it delivered at their home. Now, they didn't say this, but I'll say this. Go to your Dollar Tree store where everything's $1, or Dollar General. Sometimes they have a $1 word find book. I know Grandpa, he enjoys the word find books, and that's an idea for a senior neighbor. 3. Become a pen pal. Engaging with a pen pal can be a creative, fun way to write a letter to a neighbor, put it in a basket with stationery, a pen, and envelopes, and ask them to write back. Or go to readytocare.com, click Become a Pen Pal, and join the Pen Pal program to befriend a senior states away. That's wonderful as well. Oh, on the next page we have a lot of Irish going on, different outfits for the Irish holiday. Okay, but I didn't mark it, so we're not going to read it. We're only marking the ones that I marked, or reading the ones that I marked. Oh, here we go. Getting Gorgeous the Irish Way. Beautiful You. Women in Ireland have pampered their skin, hair, and ingredients with like oats, seaweed, and beer for years. And you can recreate their spa treatments at home with ease. Now heal redness and radishes with Comfrey. The Ireland harvested herb anti-inflammatory compounds calm redness and irritation fast. Pairing it with lauric acid, which is rich coconut oil, repairs skin barriers to ward off new rashes. To try this, you want to mix 3 drops of the Comfrey oil, like the Mountain Rose Herbs Comfrey Heated Oil, $9 at mountainroseherbs.com, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Apply it to your skin and let it absorb. Soften your skin with sea salt. Surrounded by water, Ireland has an abundance of sea salt, which Irish women use to whisk away the dry skin patches. Mixing salt with moisture olive oil speeds the skin smoothing results. To try it, combine 1/4 cup sea salt and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Rub it onto the damp skin for 1 minute while showering, and then rinse. Slim down with seaweed. Now, seaweed from Ireland coastline nixes swelling from head to toe stat. Algae's iodine absorbs the skin and increases circulation to help flush out excess fluids and toxins. To try it, add 1/2 cup of seaweed power like Star West Botanicals Organic Kelp Powder, which is $8 at iherb.com, into your warm bath water and soak for 20 minutes. Volumize thin hair. Now this is just stupid. The protein in stout beer, which is like Ireland-made Guinness, strengthens your strands at the roots to thwart the shredding, so hair looks and feels fuller. What's more, the B vitamins in the brew stimulate hair follicles to encourage new healthy growth for like a month. Try it. Get once a week. Pour a can or bottle of room temperature stout beer onto dampened hair and massage into the scalp for 1 minute. Let set for 5 minutes and rinse. I don't know if I can see myself ever pulling stout beer, canned or bottle, into my hair. Just saying. Brighten skin with oatmeal. An Irish breakfast simply is a staple of oats, which they're also family grown in the country. Quickly revive your lackluster skin. The grain gently saws off dead cells to restore the radiance, and mixing it with hydrating honey and exfoliating yogurt leaves the complexion soft, youthful, and glowing. To try it, mix 1/4 cup of cooked cooled oatmeal, 2 teaspoons of honey, and 2 teaspoons of plain yogurt. Rub onto dry skin for 1 minute and let set for 10 minutes, then rinse. They do an awesome job on these nails. They really do. Feel festive? Do a DIY from @MVARGAS_nails on Instagram. Now, here's what it takes. Your Opaque white polish from like Sinful Colors in Snow Me White, which is $2 at Target. The gold glittery polish like Sally Hansen, the Mega Strength and Wild Card, which is $6 over at CVS. And then we have the green stripper polish, which is like China Glaze Strip Right, and it's all about the Monet, which is $6 at ChinaGlaze.com. And then we have the clear top coat, like Essence Extreme I'll say it in a minute. Essence Extreme Shine Top Coat, $4 at Essence Makeup. Okay. Now, number 1, paint 2 coats of white polish on all your nails except the pinky. Number 2, apply 2 coats of the gold polish to the pinky nail. Number 3, on the white nails, use green polish to paint 4 hearts in a circle with the points fading inward to make a clover. Then draw a stem. Add the clover leaves to the corner of the nails and seal with a top coat. Okay, we're going to now wake up to even stronger immunity. That's right. Getting a good night's rest does more than tame tiredness. A new study found that sleep enhances the virus-fighting T cells, increasing their ability to latch onto infected cells by 133%. Plus, research suggests ample sleep can enhance the immune system response to the COVID vaccine and optimize its effectiveness to snooze soundly. You want to take a breather. Pausing for a 10-minute break anytime during the day to focus on breathing deeply helps you doze off 20 minutes faster at night and speeds up to 85% more time in uninterrupted slumber, suggests a University of Minnesota study. Experts say deep breathing and focusing on present quiets the daytime troubling thoughts that can resurface at night and trigger restlessness. To do, with your eyes closed, inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, then exhale for 4 seconds, all while noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Pour yourself a cold one. Now, I disagree with that. Enjoy your frosty mug of your favorite beer, regular or non-alcoholic, and you could drift off 50% faster and 27% more soundly. Spanish researchers report the reason hops in the brew enhance the brain's level of GABA, an amino acid that quiets the nervous system to calm your mind and body, ensuring sound sleep. Treat your feet. Massaging your feet before bed triggers an uptick in sleep promotion of serotonin. Indeed, research is reporting the Journal of Caring Science determined that a 10-minute rub-down before bed cuts sleep disruptions by 48% the very first night. Here's a tip. Try using vanilla-scented cream or lotion for your foot rub. In a British study, folks who inhaled the aroma fell asleep 20 minutes faster. Try an ancient herb. Drifting off 20 minutes faster and clocking 49 more minutes of uninterrupted sleep a night may be as simple as taking 200 to 300 milligrams of ashwagandha twice daily, suggests a study in the journal Serious Study. Authors explain the ancient herb helps the body better adapt to stress, easing the anxiety with a top trigger for insomnia. One to try: Naomi Stress Adapt, NaomiW.com. Check with a doctor before supplementing, says Melissa Gotthard. Now, this week's radical health tip is the supplement that ends GI ugs and indigestion. If you've been having more frequent heartburn in the past year, you're not alone. GI experts say that the pandemic stomach is becoming increasingly common. Luckily, there's a simple remedy for the chronic indigestion. Siberian pine nut oil. Now, it's rich in omega-6 fats. The oil has been shown to balance stomach acid, increase bile flow, and soothe inflamed gastric issues. Now, this eases acid reflux, peptid ulcers, and irritable bowel. To get the benefit, take 1 tablespoon an hour before meal. Do 3 times daily for 21 days, courtesy of Ann Louise Gittleman, the PhD. Says for more cutting-edge tips, insider information, visit join.annlouise.com. They also says that they have a recipe here for you. Creamy beer cheese soup. No thank you. But I'll read it anyway. Compounds in the beer help you drift off and sleep deep. 1 tablespoon butter, 1 carrot chopped, 1 small potato chopped, 1/2 leek chop, 3 cups of chicken stock, 1 cup of light beer, 2 cups grated cheddar, 1/2 cup, half and half. In a pot, melt your butter over your medium heat. Add your vegetables. Cook until tender, 8 to 10 minutes. Stir in your stock and beer. Bring it to a boil over medium-high heat. Reduce the heat to low. Stir in the cheese and half. Cook stirring until cheese melts. Season to taste with salt and pepper. Serves 4 people. Now, dodge time change tiredness. Springing forward with the time change doesn't have to leave you feeling jet-lagged. These weekend tweaks can sync your body clock fast. On Friday, turn in early. Going to bed and waking up 20 minutes early, starting the Friday before daylight savings times, gives your body time to adjust. To make falling asleep easier, try taking 1 to 3 grams of melatonin and 120 to 200 milligrams of magnesium an hour before bed. The melatonin is a natural sleep hormone, and the magnesium relaxes your mind. Says Thaluda Hamilton, MD of Advocare Sleep Physicians of South Jersey. Research shows that this duo helps you doze off 22 minutes faster. 1 to try: Life Extension Quiet Sleep Melatonin Milligrams at lifeextension.com/ww. That was a tea moment. On Saturday, surf the web in the morning. Before you hop out of bed on Saturday morning, linger a little longer. Spend 5 minutes looking at your favorite cheery website on your smartphone. Not only will you start your day on a happy note, you'll ward off as much as 70% of bothersome daylight saving time symptoms, suggests research at Chicago Rush University Medical Center. Blue light wakes you up, says Dr. Hamilton, and the high energy blue wavelength produced by your digital device almost instantly shut off your body's melatonin receptors. It's the flip side of why you're looking at your phone before bed is proven to keep you awake. On Sunday, enjoy a kiss. Kick off spring with a chocolate treat within an hour of waking up. Research in Nature found indulging in a chocolate milk or dark in the morning synchronizes your circadian rhythm and resets your body clock. Scientists suspect that the unique combo of fat, sugar, and caffeine and chocolate cues your brain that it is time to wake up. Even better, enjoying a treat in the morning prevented the weight gain DST often triggers. K.E. Kluznik. Lower your cholesterol the easy way. Keeping bad LDL cholesterol check cuts the risk of heart disease, stroke, and memory loss by 50%. Plus, helps your immune cells circulate easily, reducing the risk of COVID-19 complications. And spring is perfect time to tackle the LDLs that tend to creep up over the winter. To supercharge your ability, rein in these blood fats. Plant seeds. Finally, it's the ideal time to clean up the perennial beds and start spring planting. Whether you're gardening or going for a walk, simply moving your muscles for 15 minutes daily reduces your LDLs by 14 points, suggests a study in the Journal of Sport Medicine and Physical Fitness. That's because muscles burn LDLs for fuel, and outdoor motion gives the biggest benefit since the sun exposure energizes the muscle enzymes that do this important job. Hungry for R&R? Well, relaxing for 30 minutes daily cuts your risk of high LDLs by 50%, says Utah State University scientists. Daily breaks tamp down the production of cortisol, a stress hormone that soaks into your liver and disrupts its cholesterol control. Snack on dates. Great news for Italian scientists. Nibbling on 3 to 4 dried dates daily can trim 8 pounds off your LDL level, says Maria Rondelli, MD. Dates are rich in fiber and carotenoids that block cholesterol absorption in the intestines. A tasty on-the-go option is sweet, nutrient-rich Magic Dates at magicdatesbites.com. Try this vitamin E. There are 8 natural forms of vitamin E, and 4 of them called okay, I'm just going to spell this. TOCOTRIENOLS switch off liver enzymes that make LDLs. Take 50 to 100 milligrams of that daily, and your LDLs could drop by 25%. Cardiologist Stephen Sinatra, MD, adds that taking them with food can double the absorption. Enjoy a citrus treat. Eating 1 red grapefruit a day could lower your LDLs by 20% in 1 month. The diet tweak is so powerful it works when I can't even say this word, statins don't. University of Arizona scientists say that the fruit's flavonoids and lycopene trap down the LDL's formation in the liver. Brenda Kearns. Okay. Got some more here. More natural health news. Sail through spring pain-free. Boy, I'd like to have that. I've been having some awful stress in my shoulder blades and my lower neck. And I just know that's where I keep my stress, and it always settles right there. But hopefully, since we're heading towards spring, it's going to get a lot better. That's me being positive. Hopefully. Okay. It says, here's a tip. 3 cups of rosehip tea daily trims 4 days of recovery time, says Australian scientist. Rosehip compounds eases aches the same way aspirin does. That's interesting. Sunny days and warmer weather mean more time for outdoor fun. To fully enjoy all the activities you love, experts recommend these natural ache remedies. Banish back pain by reaching for the sky. Look forward to a day of gardening while take 10 seconds every half hour to stretch those muscles around your spine. Finnish scientists say that this curbs the risk of back pain by 80% plus cuts recovery time in half if you're achy. Pain researchers by Christine Webnicki, the PhD, says stretches relaxes spasm, flush inflammation, and boosts blood flow. Donna, can you talk? Quiet your knee pain. A comfy rub by massaging 1/2 teaspoon of this herbal extract into the sore knees, stiffness, and pain by 33% in an hour. Rub it in 3 times daily and you'll cut pain by 95% in 4 days, making it twice as effective as an OTC med, says a study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. Study co-author Chris Strager, PhD, says comfrey's allotonin and rosmarinic acid ease swelling, calms pain, nerves, and speed tissue healing. Halt a headache. A mulch march. Now, spring's humidity and temperature fluxes spike headache risk by 36%. For a speedy relief, walk barefoot on a bumpy surface like a garden mulch or a nubby rug. Swedish scientists say that this stimulates pressure points in your soles that trigger the release of pain-killing endorphins, easing the ache by 50% in 2 minutes. Nix neck aches by a stretch and roll. Tackling yard cleanup can get neck pain flare-ups for up to 56 million of us. Luckily, a 10-minute midday stroll followed by a 2-minute neck stretching eases pain up by 50% and cuts healing time in half if you make it a habit. Boston University scientists say walking relaxes spasms, stretching quells inflammation UV rays, and the production of muscle healing vitamin D3 by Brenda Kearns. Now here's the snack cure. Celery boats 20 pain-killing compounds that cuts aches up to 30%. So if you eat 2 stalks of celery daily, British scientists say that will help you. The tasty tip is the finely chopped celery adds snap to tacos, macaroni salad, and salsa. Now here we go with staying young with WW. Outsmart the #1 hair loss trigger. Whether it's due to age, genetics, and excess of hormone dihydrotestosterone, better known as DHT, on the scalp can cause your hair to thin and shed. Here's how to banish DHT for fuller hair fast. Massage your scalp. Rubbing your scalp in circular motions for 5 minutes a day while washing your hair dislodges the DHT from follicles, says Japanese scientists. Plus a daily scalp massage plumps the individual hairs for a fuller mane. Now you want to snack on seeds. Korean researchers suggest that eating 2.5 cups of pumpkin seeds per week can halt the DHT-induced shedding. Its delta-7 stearine compound coats your hair follicles. Now that prevents the DHT from latching on and causing fallout. Try an antioxidant. Supplementing with 10 milligrams of ashtahaxanthin daily blocks enzymes responsible for producing the DHT, lowering levels by 40% so new hairs can grow in more abundantly. You want to try Naomi's Organic Ashtahoxidin at naomiw.com. Okay. Health news. Irish secrets to 100% healthy. Lucky you. Turns out that ancient feel-good traditions straight out of the Emerald Isle are study proven to boost well-being. A good luck charm, confidence by 35%. Now the Irish secret that sends confidence soaring, keeping a meaningful token like a 4-leaf clover chain or a lucky penny on a hand for challenging times. In a study, the journal Psychological Science, golfers who played in a round with a quote-unquote lucky ball performed 35% better than those counterparts using quote-unquote normal balls. The mere suggestion for greater forces at work boosts self-esteem, automatically increasing your determination and odds of success. Ward off worries by spinning a yarn. Now, Celtic adventure, which is mythical fairies and mischievous leprechauns, the Irish are famous for spinning fabulous folk tales. And now research proves getting lost in an adventure is quick and fun. Way to shake off your worries. That's the word from the British investigators who say that as little as 6 minutes of reading an engaging book or listening to a telling tale makes you feel as though you've been transported to a world without daily stressors, easing tension by an impressive 70%. Or carry a tune. An impromptu sing-along is not uncommon in the Dublin pub, and it's a surefire way to lighten everyone's mood to get the same feel-good perk at home. Try singing along to the radio while you putter around the house. A study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that belting out a tune releases a flood of feel-good brain chemicals, sending levels of stress hormone cortisol plunging by 21%. Now protect your heart with a Gaelic ritual. The Irish blessing that began, quote, "May the road rise up to meet you," is one of the many well wishes that have passed down through the generations to bring loved ones peace. Now research reveals the emphasis on spirituality is good for your soul and heart. NYU School of Medicine scientists found that weekly discussions of faith helped folks with high blood pressure lower their systolic blood pressure, the top number, by 16 points. Researchers credit the supportive nature of a like-minded community with the inspiring people to make health choices, which was linked to a 46% lower risk of heart disease and stroke. Or a stroll through a meadow. Ireland is a land where grass is green year-round. No wonder the folks there spend a lot of time outdoors. Follow their lead and soak in the spring sun for 20 minutes daily, and you'll lower elevated blood pressure levels up to 74%. A study at the UK's University of Edinburgh found that the UVA's rays trigger the production of chemicals that releases blood vessels and the up circulation. Curb cravings by crunching on a caraway. Caraway seeds are a staple in the Irish kitchen, lending to a sweet and peppery flavor to breads, cakes, soups, and now researchers shows chewing the whole seed will stop cravings in their tracks. A study in the boy, they're coming up with long names tonight. Phytotherapy research found that the caraway plant compound quiet hunger promoting GI contractions and spur the release of satiety hormones. The result, women were marked less hungry as effect that helped them lose over 2 inches from their waists in 3 months without making any other diet changes. Or savor spuds. The unofficial food of Ireland is potatoes. Triple the feeling of fullness and boost metabolism if you eat a cup of them, mashed, broiled, or baked daily, says University of Maine scientist. I need more tea. Okay, foster creativity with a pop of green. The Emerald Isle earned its nickname for the reason everywhere you look you'll meet with greenery. And turns out those emerald hues can spark your imagination. According to the German scientists, seeing green in any form, such as a tree's leaves, a green pillow, or a clover-colored shirt, heightens creativity by 20% in 2 seconds. Credit goes to the colors association with growth and encourages you to conjure up inventive ideas. Or believe in magic. Pausing to think about something magical or mythical can help you conjure up ideas in a more imaginative way. So say that British scientists who found their folks who watched a magical movie then completed a task that was twice as creative as those who have not observed magic. Now study your blood sugar with beer. Here we go again with alcohol. Why does everything have to have alcohol? Pair your slice of sweet Irish soda bread with that glass of stout, and you'll dodge the blood sugar spikes. Dark beers like Guinness and stout boast more beneficial flavors, and plus they show slow carbohydrate absorption and activate enzymes that help the liver burn excess blood sugar. All told, Australian scientists that say that the pint reduces your risk of blood sugar swings by 37%. Or do a jig. Whatever type of dance you enjoy, moving for 5 minutes twice an hour lowers your blood sugar up to 58%. A study of diabetes, obesity, and the metabolism found. That's kind of interesting. Moving forward. Okay. We're making good progress, although there's still a lot of it bookmarked. Ask America's ultimate experts. Help, I can't stop stress snacking. It's been a crazy year. No wonder we're all eating our feelings. Here's ways to listen to your body, decrease anxiety, and rediscover joy. Banish guilt. Wake up to grace. The truth is we're all stress eating these days. Our usual coping tools for anxiety, like going out with friends, are not as available to us, which increases our drive to seek comfort in food, observes expert Carolyn Coker-Ross, MD. You can't expect to have stress-relieving strategies for the unprecedented time, which is why you need to give yourself a little grace. For me, that's telling myself I'm okay in the moment. You might even type "give myself grace" in your phone. Instead of swiping to see your alarm, wake up to something that reminds you to be kind to yourself. Stop shaming. Just pinpoint your stress number on a 5-point scale, advises psychologist Laurel Mellon, PhD. Stress number 1 is when you feel present and happy. At level 5, anxiety makes you crave sugary, fatty food. So if you're just binging on carbs, you were at a 5, and your body's chemicals forces you to do it. Knowing where you are on that scale helps you stop blaming yourself, she says. Don't overthink it. Now, researchers tested how effectively the rational mind stops the stress chemicals that drive eating. And they discovered a thinking paradox, reveals Mellon. Mindfulness works in a low-stress situation, but fails at the levels of anxiety we're all experiencing today. Overthinking just stresses us out more. Instead, ask yourself, what do I need? Safety, comfort. If your hidden message is, I get safety from food, say to yourself, actually, I get safety from my spiritual core. This shift helps you see what you're really craving. Celebrate. Savor your favorites. I encourage people to enjoy every bite, especially childhood favorites, declares Dr. Coker Ross. I've personally been craving pecan sundaes since they were popular when I was growing up. Happy memories trigger pleasure chemicals that leave you more satisfied. If you make your snacks a conscious celebration of joy, she says, you won't feel the need to overindulge. No judgment. Instead of defining food as either good or bad, try using words like satisfying or energizing. When I use a continuum like this, I no longer organize my day obsessing about what I'm going to eat or worrying about what chips versus carrots, says expert Jennifer Wegman, PhD. When it no longer takes as much space in your mind, you can find new ways to nourish yourself without food. Feed your spirit. Try snacking while doing something you enjoy, like listening to a podcast or sitting in the sun, urges Dr. Coker Ross. This retrains your brain to associate eating with feeling good, so you're less apt to reach for food or overindulge when you're anxious. Indeed, snacking while doing something that feeds your spirit, she notes, is like taking your security blanket with you and realizing you don't need it after all because you already are safe and comforted. Our expert panel is Carolyn Coker, MD, and author of Emotional Eating Workbook, as a CEO of the Anchor Program, an online coaching program for food addiction. Laurel Mellon, PhD, for the Stress Solution, is a health psychologist and founder of Emotional Brain Training, EBT. Learn more at ebt.org. Jennifer Wegman, PhD, a professor in the Decker College and Nursing Department of Health and Wellness Studies at the Bingham University. Going forward. Well, on the cover is country music icon secret to joy and strength at age 75, Naomi Judd. Now, she is the mother to the Judds, not only Wynonna, but Ashley. So let me go ahead and read here what it says to you. The article is by Deborah Evans Price. Wise words. There's nothing love can't fix. Grammy Award-winning singer, actress, and author Naomi Judd is one of country music's most beloved icons. But despite her bright spirit and decades of success, Naomi has also battled illness, depression, and anxiety. Here, the dynamo catches up with Woman World about how she finds silver linings in every storm and how family, friends, and faith make all the difference. Sitting in the kitchen of her Tennessee home, Naomi Judd is the personification of a steel magnolia. A striking blend of grace, fortitude, she smiles as she sits down with Woman's World just months after turning 75, a milestone that has Naomi reflecting on all she has overcome. Thinking about the past, from the abuse to the hepatitis C, I can't help but think, well, I got through that, she says. Once a struggling single mom, Naomi turned adversity into triumph when she and her daughter, Wynonna, forged one of the most successful careers in country music history as the duo The Judds. The pair shot to stardom as Naomi went on to add other accolades such as actress, songwriter, and author to her resume. But of all these hats she's worn, Naomi is first and foremost a survivor. I've had a hard life with tragedy after tragedy, she says, but it's given me strength to face what comes next. One such struggle is her battle against depression and anxiety. It's a disease, she says, of the invisible culprit. But I found myself the perfect doctor for me and the right medication, and I'm doing real well. These days, Naomi is focusing on the positives in her life, like her family, friends, her beloved dogs, Bayou and Maldy, helping others in work, which includes her upcoming movie Ruby. With faith and family, there's nothing you can't overcome, enthuses Naomi. Here are her secrets for living your best life no matter what you face. There's a picture of her and Wynonna down there. It says, do you remember when? The Judds released their 5th album, River of Time, in 1989. Don't miss Naomi's new movie. Be on the lookout for Naomi's latest film, Ruby, airing on March 20th on Lifetime. Check your local listings. It's the first of 4 movies on Lifetime based on the V.C. Andrews' popular Landry family book series, which I found very inspiring. Naomi gushes, in it, I'm like the medicine woman trying to protect my granddaughter. I just really enjoy being on this movie set and working on this. I hope the viewers love it too. Okay, now here's her way basically live your life. 1. Find your quote-unquote love tribe. It's important to have a group of people that you love and trust, Naomi says. An archaeologist once took me to his lab and showed me some ancient skulls. You look at them and say, how did they survive? They protected each other and their tribes. My tribe is a group of good girlfriends I call the Ya-Ya Sisterhood, after the book. We dress weird with flowers in our hair, sit in a circle, and everyone sings and dances and laughs together. It's just so much fun when you get a bunch of women together. There's an incredible energy that illuminates any darkness. 2. They show a picture with Naomi's dogs, Bayou, shown here, and Maldi, who brings her joy. I guess that's number 4, sorry. Number 2 is Nick's self-doubt with this phrase. I've lived too long to put up with people who drain my energy. Naomi laughs. For anyone suffering with confidence issues, I say get rid of the energy vampires in your life. To restore my peace, I try to identify people who drain my self-esteem. Then I assure myself that I'm okay just as I am. Say those words to yourself in the mirror and say them constantly. It works wonders. Number 3, Naomi's husband, Larry, left. Her daughter, Ashley, lift her spirits. Build strength with family ties. When I was given 3 years to live, after I was diagnosed with hepatitis C, I realized I didn't have any friends at the time, Naomi recalls, but then I read a book by Dr. Dean Ornish called Love and Survival, where he talks about groups of people that live longer than those who are supposed to, and it's all because of family. I'm lucky because I have a loving husband and my girls live right nearby. Just having my family close is what's important to keep us alive. Now, number 4. Beat the blues with furry friends. Laughter is one of the most important things in fighting depression and sadness, Naomi says. These days, my daughters are a great source of joy and laughter, but so are my dogs, Bayou and Maldi. We take them everywhere. They love to go in their car and with us, and they are a source of fun and happiness every day. Dare to dream. I celebrated my 75th birthday months ago, and it was really hard, Naomi admits. You look back at the totality of your life and think of things you haven't done. My bucket list has one thing on it. I want to finish playing Rachmaninoff's Prelude in C-sharp minor on the piano. It's 6 pages, and right now I'm on page 2. That's my goal, to experience the joy of fulfilling that dream. 6. Share kindness. We're all searching for purpose in life, Naomi says. The way I do it is to go to the psychiatric hospital nearby to volunteer. I can't practice as a nurse, but hugs are free and those kids need hugs. They need somebody to listen to them. They give me a book that says nothing can dim the light that shines from within, and I cherish it. It brings me so much peace. They do a wonderful job at celebrating St. Paddy's Day. Good Times Guide. You don't need the luck of the Irish when you already have treasure in your own life, friends and family. From festive decor, a fun menu, they're sure to feel the love and luck at this brunch. Make it magical with an enhancing buffet. It's so easy to serve up a lucky treat, spread like this one made by the party pro Antanya Kuckenberg at the akpartystudio.com. For a similar look, tape garlands like colorful confetti hanging decorations, $6 for 4 at the orientaltrading.com. Metallic letter balloons on the wall, push a table underneath, top table with a crate, then display green Jell-O Lucky Charms cereal bars, lollipops, rock candy, and more green treats, and add a fox greenery garland, a plant and party store shamrock decor. Bring luck with leprechaun favors. Now these charming hats are perfect for hiding a sweet take-home surprise like candy or a festive necklace. To make each, brush green acrylic paint onto a mini terracotta pot. Let it dry, hot glue gold ribbon around the pot, then tuck in a paper shamrock, set on a plate, and hide goodies underneath the overturned pot. That does sound like fun. Surprise everyone with a pot of gold place setting. Bring the colors of the holiday to your tabletop with gorgeous green gold settings. Simply to top a green charger while with a dinner plate and green 20-inch square napkin folded into a long rectangle as shown. Keep the napkin in place and add fun to the color with treat and fill a small bowl with gold foiled chocolate coins from the dollar store, and sprinkle a few extra coins around the table for a festive alternative to confetti that will gleam in that light. Okay, moving forward here. Okay, we've got serving up smiles with a batch of rainbow pancakes. These rainbow short stacks are sure to brighten everyone's morning. To do, follow the directions on the box of pancake mix. Stir up your batter, divide into 6 bowls, add a few drops of food color into each to make the batters different colors. Cook your pancakes according to the box of instructions, then stack one of each color of the pancakes on the plates, with top with the whipped cream and sprinkles. Raise a glass to friendship with Irish coffee cocktails. Perk up your crew with a warm coffee sip that has a special kick. Simply brew a pot of your favorite dark roast coffee. As it brews, warm the glass mugs with hot water, then pour out. The next, fill each glass with 4 ounces of coffee, then stir in 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 ounce of Irish whiskey, or 1 ounce of Baelish Irish cream liquor for a sweeter taste. Top with a dollop of whipped cream, with garnish with a chocolate sprinkle and a mint sprig clover. No thank you. Wow with a pretty shamrock posy. Try a 4-leaf clover collar. Bring a touch of St. Patty's Day flair to spring blossoms. To create the collar, snip a 10-inch clover shape out of a green felt. Cut a 2-inch circle in the center of the clover. Place a clover over the mouth of a 6-inch tall vase. Snip 6 white hellebores, 2 pink ranunculus, and a handful of filler flowers to 8 inches. Arrange your stems in your hand, twirling the bunch as you add each flower in random fashion. Secure with twine and pop the stems into a vase through the felt hole. Now here's some 3 tips for your best brunch. Hide treasure in your treats. Your loved ones will flip when they find a tasty treasure hidden below the green hills of frosting on these cupcakes. To make, bake up a batch of vanilla cupcakes. Let cool and use a melon baller to scoop out the middles. Fill with mini M&M yellows for a coin-like look. Then pipe green frosting swirls into each and cut shapes like leprechaun hats and shamrocks from paper and tape to toothpicks and pop into the cupcakes. It's adorable. Liven it up with music. Transport your guests to an Irish pub with a music that fits the holiday. Go to stpatricksdayparty.net, which is a website of musician Mark Gunn, who specializes in Irish music. Last year, his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mark Gunn, streamed a special concert for the holiday. Or try the St. Patrick's Day Ultimate Irish Pub Song CD, which is $8 at Amazon.com, to enjoy classics like The Wild Rover, one of the most widely performed Irish songs. 3. Have a lucky hunt. Everyone gets giggling with a silly Lucky Charms hunt. First, pour Lucky Charms cereal into bowls and place one in front of each guest. Give everyone a shovel, a plastic spoon, which is what the shovel is. Have a guest scoop out as many marshmallows as they can for different lengths of time, which is 10 to 30 seconds per round. Whoever gets the most and the fastest wins a prize, which was likely a scratch-off instant lottery ticket. Now, they did have a recipe here I want to share with you. We're going to see how far we're doing on this book. We have made great progress. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, this is wonderful weeknight, perfect for St. Patty's Day. Shortcut tricks that make these hearty dinners a delight to cook and eat. Guinness stew. Now, I don't know if I like that it has beer in it, but I like stew. So get a can of Dinty-Moore beef stew and heat it up. There you go. Anyway, Guinness stew, stout beer adds extra authentic flavor to this pub favorite. You can also swap in broth instead of the beer. 2 pounds of beef stew meat, about 1 1/4 pieces. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 14.5 ounce can of low-sodium beef broth. 1 11.2 ounce bottle of stout beer such as Guinness. 1.75 ounce of ENV mushroom gravy mix. 1 teaspoon dried thyme. 8 ounces of baby carrots sliced 1/4 thick. 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley. In a bowl, Toss your beef and flour with pepper until all sides of pieces are coated. In a large pot, heat over the medium-high heat in batches. Add and cook beef, turning until browned on all sides, which takes about 5 minutes per batch. Now return all of the beef back to the pot. Stir in your broth, beer, gravy mix, and thyme. Bring to a boil, reduce the heat to low. Cover, cook, stirring occasionally until almost tender, about 2.5 hours. Stir in your carrots, cover and then cook for about 30 minutes, uncover. Increase your heat to medium-low. Cook uncovered until thickened and beef and carrots are tender, about 30 minutes. Serve sprinkled with parsley. Serving is 6, active time is 20 minutes, total time 3 hours and 50 minutes. Your calories are 283, your protein is 34 grams, fat grams 12, and 4 grams saturated, cholesterol 98 milligrams, carbs 10, sodium 422, fiber 1, and sugar 2. Now lately I have been a big fan of shepherd's pie, so they had a shepherd's pie here recipe, and I thought I would share it with you. Shepherd's pie refrigerated mashed potatoes and frozen veggies help spread the favorite to the table. 1 1/2 pound of ground beef, 1 egg, 1 package refrigerated mashed potatoes at room temp, 1 cup of lower sodium beef broth, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 1/2 cups of frozen peas and carrots thawed. Now it says the shepherd's pie refrigerated mashed potatoes and frozen veggies help speed this favorite to your table. Here's your directions. Heat your oven to 400 degrees. Coat a 2-quart baking dish and 12-inch non-stick skillet with cooking spray. Heat your skillet over medium-high heat. Add your ground beef. Cook, stirring occasionally until beef is brown. Takes 7 to 8 minutes. Okay, it says, meanwhile, in a bowl, beat your egg, stir in your potatoes until blended. Transfer to a pastry-fitted bag with a star tip reserve. Now you're going to drain your beef. Return the skillet over the medium-high heat. Stir in the broth, tomato paste, Worcester sauce, onion powder, pepper, and then peas and carrots. Bring to a boil. Stir. Transfer the mixture to a baking dish. Pipe the reserved potatoes over the top. Bake until heated, through about 20 minutes. Heat your broiler. Broil until potatoes are brown. That takes 4 to 5 minutes. Your serving is 6. Your active time is 20 minutes. Your total time is 45 minutes. Your calories are 380. Your protein is 25. Your fat is 22. 8 grams of saturated. Cholesterol is 111 milligrams. Carbs is 21. Sodium 639. Fiber 2 grams. And sugar 2 grams. We might just cover this whole book tonight. Just saying. We're making such good time. Easy treats guarantee sweet smiles. 2 flavors of fluffy cream cheese. Frosting makes this cookie-topped masterpiece simply irresistible. Minty chocolate cookie cake. So easy from a mix. 1 15.25 ounce of packaged yellow cake mix. 3 eggs. 1/3 cup unsweetened applesauce. 1 cup butter at room temperature. 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese at room temperature. 4 cups confectioner sugar. 3/4 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips melted and cooled. 1/8 teaspoon peppermint extract. Green liquid food coloring. 3/4 cup chocolate fudge topping at room temperature, stirred until smooth. 7 mint Oreo cookie halves. Now you're going to heat your oven to 350 degrees. And then coat a 2 8-inch round cake pan with cooking spray on low. Beat your cake mix, 1 cup of water, eggs and applesauce, 30 seconds on medium speed. Beat 2 minutes. Divide evenly between your pans. It says bake until toothpick inserted comes into the center, comes out clean. Now that takes 22 to 25 minutes. You're going to let it cool for 15 minutes. Transfer from your pan to the rack and let it cool. On a medium speed, Beat your butter and cream cheese until fluffy. That takes 2 minutes. On low speed, gradually beat in confectioner's sugar until blended. Now on medium-high speed, beat until light and fluffy, which takes 2 to 3 minutes, and transfer 3/4 cup frosting to a separate bowl. Stir in your chocolate peppermint extract. Transfer the chocolate peppermint frosting to a pastry bag fitted with a medium star tip. Reserve. Tint remated frosting with light green food coloring. Place 1 cake layer on the serving plate and spread with 1 cup green frosting. Top with remaining cake layer. Spread remaining green frosting over the cake top and sides. You're going to chill set for about 20 minutes. Now, the third and final step, spread your chocolate fudge topping over the cake top. Chill until set. Now that takes 15 minutes. Pipe chocolate peppermint frosting rosettes around the top of the cake. Garnish with Oreos. Serves 16. Active time 45 minutes. Total time 3 hours. Now they have a wonderful section over here, Dinner Made Easy. What caught my eye here was, well, at the top they have something called Cucumber Fennel Spritzer, but that didn't look good to me. Lemony green beans, I don't even like green beans, so that didn't look good to me. But the bottom two look absolutely outstanding, and I'm going to share those with you. Meatball Stroganoff and Mint Chocolate Ice Cream Minis. Okay, Meatball Stroganoff. This is budget-friendly ground meat, goes gourmet in our tasty and super easy twist on creamy beef stroganoff. 1 pound of ground beef, 1/3 cup seasoned dry breadcrumbs, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, that's WORCESTERSHIRE sauce, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1 tablespoon oil, 8-ounce mushrooms quartered, 1 cup sour cream, 1/2 cup canned beef broth, and 2 tablespoons chopped red onion, 2 tablespoons chopped parsley. Now, mix your beef, breadcrumbs, egg, Worcester sauce, onion powder, pepper, shape into 12-inch balls in 12-inch non-stick skillet. Heat oil over medium-high heat. Add mushrooms. Brown for 7 to 8 minutes. Remove, reduce your heat to medium. Add your meatballs. Brown for 5 to 6 minutes. And add your mushrooms. Mix your sour cream and broth. Stir into skillet. Bring to a boil. Now cover over medium-low. Cook until meatballs are no longer pink in the center. This takes 10 minutes. Now serve topped with your onion and parsley. That serving is it serves 4 people. Your active time is 40 minutes. Your total time is 50 minutes. Your actual calories are 451. Your protein is 27. Your grams of fat is 32. 12 grams saturated. Cholesterol 152. Carbs 14. Your sodium is 431. Your fiber is 1 gram. And your sugar 5 grams. I need more tea. Okay. He's got the heat up in here again, and my sinuses are just going to go to town. I feel it. Okay. Mint chocolate ice cream minis. Sorry about that. With an Oreo cookie crust, these prep ahead individual ice cream treats covered in fudge are guaranteed to be a hit. Doesn't take very much here. And you're going to serve 8 people, so listen up. 2 8-ounce packages of mini Oreo cookies. 1/2 cup butter melted. 6 cups mint chocolate chip ice cream softened from 2 1.5 quart containers. 1/2 cup of hot fudge topping. 1/2 cup thawed frozen whipped topping. Now you're going to line 8 3x2 ring molds with 10x2 strips of parchment paper and place it on the wax paper lined baking sheet. You're going to reserve 8 cookies. Finally grind the remaining cookies, transfer to a bowl, stir in the butter, Dividing evenly, press into the bottom of the mold, top with ice cream. Now you're going to freeze that until it's firm. Now that takes 4 hours to freeze. Remove your ring molds and discard the parchment liners. Transfer to a plate. In a bowl, stir in 1 tablespoon of water into fudge topping. Spoon over desserts, dividing evenly, topped with whipped topping reserved for cookies. Again, it's going to serve 8 people. Active time is 50 minutes. Total time is 4 hours and 50 minutes. Your calories are 662. Your protein is 6 grams. Your fat is 37 grams, 22 grams saturated. Cholesterol is 53 milligrams. Carbs is 79 grams. Sodium is 437 milligrams. Fiber is 3 grams. And sugar is 58 grams. Oh, my allergies are letting me have it. Okay, your organized home. More tea. Let's toss out, clean your house fast. Wait, don't throw those kitchen scraps in the trash. Lemon peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, and more can work miracles, clean dirt and grime, saving you time and money. Get glass gleaming with used tea bags. Tea leaves are rich in tannins, compounds that are gently lift and absorb grease. They're perfect for cleaning a glass and other kitchen surfaces like stove, microwave, and counters because they don't cause streaks, says Jen Stark, the owner of HappyDIYHome.com. They'll also lift fingerprint smudges. Just rub a damp tea bag over the surface you want to clean, then wipe dry with a microfiber cloth or paper towel. Tannins also absorb bad odors, so once you've enjoyed your cup of tea, you can place the used bag in a cup in the fridge as a deodorizer. Now, lift garbage disposal gunk with citrus peel. Lemon peels contain 2 powerful cleaning agents, citrus oil and citrus acid. Plus, the bumpy skins act like a little scrub brushes while the pits absorb the grease, explains the natural cleaning expert Christian McCalla from earthfriendlytips.com. Just drop a few peels in the disposal and run it as usual to clean it and freshen it. Outsmart the dirty dishes with pasta water. Pasta water contains starch, which acts as a natural detergent and helps lift the breakdown stubborn food particles on plates and glassware, reveals David Cusick, thehousemethod.com. After you've boiled the pasta, reserve the water and pour it into a basin or into the stopped-up sink and let the dishes soak for a few minutes. Any stuck-on food will rinse that sauce right off. Fix scratches on wood, now get this, with coffee grounds. Notice a hairline scratch on your table that's made of wood or hardwood floor? Simply dip a cotton swab into wet coffee grounds and spread over the spot. Let it sit for a few hours, then wipe the excess grounds away. The coffee will gently and naturally dye the wood brown and make the scratch disappear. How cool is that? Banish soap scum with eggshells. Primarily comprised of minerals, eggshells make a great gentle abrasive cleaner, reveals Stark. Just crush them in a bag or food processor until they form a powder, and add a bit of vinegar to create a paste. Spread that mixture over soap scum or grout stains. Let it sit for a few minutes, and then give it a quick buff. That's wonderful tips there that help you all out. I hope you were listening. Moving forward. Okay, they've got a cute little cartoon here. It says, "You should feel better in no time. It's our best medicine." And they've got a patient with a IV bag to his arm. And inside the IV bag is a bunch of clowns. So, and the doctor's looking at him like, you know, this is what we're giving you. Okay. A moment for you. You are the hero of your own incredible story. You've met challenges with courage, beat, quote, defeat, end quote, by trying again or trying something new, and tasted triumph. You've held on to hope, and you helped others through too. That makes you a star, one destined for happy endings, No one deserves that more than you do. So I usually don't read these, but because it's a 5-minute romance and it's Lucky in Love, I thought it's only fitting, since St. Patrick's Day is nearby, we go ahead and give this story a read. After a broken engagement, Kelly is sure she's cursed in love, until a surprise guest at her St. Patrick's Day booth turns everything around. Sounds like the first band has reached the end of the parade route, Mrs. O'Connor exclaimed as she soothed her silver hair with her hands. Now we'll get some new customers. Kelly Murphy surveyed the display of Irish potato candies she'd arranged in her booth at her hometown St. Patrick's Day parade and festival. She couldn't help hoping that some of the band members, clad in black and green plaid kilts, would be tempted to buy her homemade treats. If y'all hear that weird noise, that's the train on the track. It's been trying to run for the past hour. It hasn't decided if it's going out or coming in yet. Just saying. Next to her, Mrs. O'Connor, table overflowed with hand-knit sweaters, Celtic knot pendants, an assortment of Irish-themed gifts. They've been pleasantly chatting and sharing information about their backgrounds for over an hour as they carefully set up their displays. Since this was her first year for renting a booth, Kelly wondered whether she would have aimed for more variety in her offerings instead of focusing on one item. But all at once her thoughts were interrupted by an older man in a leprechaun costume pointing at her display. "My mother used to make those Irish potatoes. I'll take a pack of those." The next few minutes flew by as a few more band members and parade goers thronged the vendor booths, and Kelly eagerly bagged up her delicacies for customers. When there were a momentary lull, she noticed a handsome man about her age examining the goods in an adjoining booth, and her breath caught. His dark hair, shamrock-colored eyes, and dazzling smile sent her heart quivering as she watched him pick up a small oval gemstone and rub his thumb over one side. "That's an Irish worry stone," Mrs. O'Connor said to him. "When you massage it, that marble absorbs your worries, and just like that, they're gone. Sounds it's just like what I need to ensure I have good luck," he said, laughing as he paid Mrs. O'Connor. Kelly took in his festive jacket. Even the heavy fabric couldn't hide his muscled physique. Everything about that man was appealing. "Now, to be sure to take a look at Kelly's candies before you go," Mrs. O'Connor prompted, gesturing toward her table. "You want a full dose of the luck of the Irish, don't you?" Kelly would have immediately gobbled half a dozen of sweets if she believed that they would bring her good luck. After a broken engagement last year, she was overdue for some, and a good man in her life. Come to that. Still, she took her cue from Mrs. O'Connor and shot the attractive stranger her friendliest smile. "Have you ever tasted Irish potato candies?" Let's see, she asked him. "Can't say that I have." He moved toward Kelly's booth with what looked like a genuine intrigue. His crisp, clean scent tickled her nostrils. "The recipe comes from my grandmother in Philadelphia. Cream cheese, butter, powdered sugar, vanilla, and shredded coconut rolled into a shape of a potato, then coated with cinnamon." She pulled out a tray of samples and her paper cups from a table behind her. "Try one if you like it. There's no obligation to buy." These are delicious," he murmured after popping one into his mouth. "I'll take 2 packages. Certainly." She was blushing. Kelly placed his order in a paper bag and said, "2? You must really like them." "One's for me and one's for my Aunt Mary." He gestured towards Mrs. O'Connor, who winked at Kelly and leaned over conspiratorially. "Seems like you and my nephew have hit it off." "I'm Jack Sullivan, by the way. Since my divorce, Aunt Mary keeps telling me I'm going to be lucky in love when the right woman comes along." His eyes danced in the sunlight as he beamed at Kelly. "She called me a few minutes ago telling me to get right over here because my time had come." Tingling inside, Kelly managed to meet his intent gaze. "Nice to meet you, Jack. I'm Kelly Murphy." "Well, Kelly Murphy, when it's time to break down those vendor booths, I'll be glad to help the both of you. And if you're available, I'd love to take you to Clancy's Pub later for some Irish stew or a plate of corned beef and cabbage so we can get to know each other." As she looked into Jack's warm eyes, a shiver ran down Kelly's spine. "That sounds wonderful." "Great, I'll be back in an hour." His face aglow, he hugged his aunt and then headed toward the crowd of revelers browsing at the crafts and the food for sale. Her heart soared when Mrs. O'Connor said to her, "I don't think he'll have to use that worry stone for a while. He may have found his lucky 4-leaf clover." "I suspect I found mine too," Kelly said with a smile. Christine Gravafalou. That's a nice little story, isn't it? Okay, we are down to 2 pages. I cannot believe we covered this entire magazine in one sit down. So this is really good. Your horoscope for Sunday, March 21st through Saturday, March 27th by Marissa Brown. Aries. Now, if you are born from March 21st through April 19th, from the 21st on, you're going to be adding new practices to your self-care routine. While connecting with loved ones can feel restorative, go for it. On the 22nd, you'll be feeling creative. Express yourself through a favorite artistic outlet. Your lucky days, March 23rd, 24th, and 26th. Your lucky numbers, 1, 4, and 6. Now, if you're a Taurus, that's April 20th through May 20th. Take on a task related to money making on the 22nd. Pouring your passion into it pays off. Come the 26th, a burst of creative energy can be applied to raising your self-awareness. Try meditation or journalizing. You're going to soar. Your lucky days, March 21st, 26th, 27th. Your lucky numbers, 2, 10, and 12. Now, if you're a Gemini, that's May 21st through June 20th. Now, you're going to dive into a new learning experience on the 21st. Even if it feels challenging, you have what it takes to thrive. Then strive for diplomacy while working with others on the 23rd. It'll help you steer clear of miscommunication. Your lucky days, March 24th, 25th, and 27th. Your lucky numbers, 5, 9, and 10. Now, if you're a Cancer, that's June 21st through July 22nd. Stepping into the spotlight comes easily on the 23rd. Take the reins on a major project. And though you tend to get lost in your daydreams, now express how you feel on the 26th. Sharing what's in your heart strengthens your bonds. Your lucky days, March 23rd, 24th, 27th. Your lucky numbers, 2, 10, and 8. And if you're a sexy Leo, sorry, that's me, August 3rd, July 23rd through August 22nd, you'll feel especially capable on the 24th. Take advantage of diving into that creative endeavor. You've been putting it off. Around the 25th, you're going to get a burst of can-do energy to do with a friend. You're going to pace yourself. Your lucky days are March 21st, 23rd, and 25th. Your lucky numbers, 2, 7, and 9. Now, if you're a Virgo, that's April 23rd through September 22nd. You're going to be craving connections from the 21st on. Opening up about what's on your mind is an important first step. A blast of artistic energy inspires you to collaborate with coworkers on the 24th. Brainstorming is going to lead to results. Now, your lucky days are March 22nd, 26th, 27th. Your lucky numbers are 2, 8, and 11. Okay. Now, if you're a Libra, that is September 23rd through October 22nd. That you're going to partner with a loved one on passion projects from the 26th on. Experience can bring you closer. Then share an idea with someone you admire on the 27th. Their feedback can help you move the ball forward. Your lucky days, March 21st, 23rd, and 26th. Your lucky numbers, 6, 7, and 16. Sip of tea. Now, if you're a Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Connect with others through your wellness routine on the 21st. Trading notes about your wins has you feeling supported. On the 22nd, hit pause on a work to follow your heart. A timeout from the grind feels restorative. Your lucky days, March 22nd, 23rd, 27th. Your lucky numbers, 5, 6, and 9. Now, if you're a Sagittarius, that's November 22nd through December 21st. You're going to be feeling an extra expressive from the 23rd on. So pour all that energy into relationships and creative outlets. Around the 25th, you'll want to take on a number of to-dos. Prioritizing your time management preempts your stress. Your lucky days, March 21st, 23rd, 25th. Your lucky numbers, 3, 5, and 14. Now, if you're a Capricorn, that's December 22nd through January 19th. Carve out time for loved ones come the 25th. Even more frequent FaceTime calls can nurture your bond. You'll feel like intuition is heightening come the 27th. tuning in now can offer valuable insight. Your lucky days, March 22nd, 26th, and 27th. Your lucky numbers, 4, 9, and 10. If you're an Aquarius, that's January 20th through February 18th. You'll have the focus to tackle your goals on the 24th. A light-hearted approach brings you a win. On the 26th, speak your truth to a loved one. While it may be uncomfortable at first, you're going to feel empowered. Now your lucky days, March 21st, 25th, and 26th. And your lucky numbers, 4, 5, and 15. If you're a Pisces, February 19th through March 20th, making money moves comes naturally from the 21st on. Check with your friends about your plan to forge a winning path. Your emotions will be magnified on the 26th. Pay attention to what you feel. It will help you going forward. Your lucky days, March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Your lucky numbers, 2, 7, and 11. Woo-wee! Can you believe we're down to 2 pages? You deserve good things. There is so much good fortune waiting for you. Today is always where you get to learn from the past, plan for your future, and shape tomorrow's as beautiful as you deserve. And each and every day, you have so much to build upon just by being you, and so much fortune to look forward to. Now, I want to share this with you to show you that kids are also our heroes. It's a kid hero, proof that it only takes one person to make a difference. The article is by Bill Holton, and it says, helping others get a healthy meal feels really good. After a discussion about homelessness and hunger at school, a 10-year-old, Braden LaSalle, longed to do something. He was too young to volunteer at a food bank, so he cooked up his own way to help. Let me get some water, or tea, sorry. Seeing the excitement in her son Braden's eyes as he talked about going to space camp, Lauren LaSalle told him, okay, but you'll have to earn half the money yourself doing extra chores. I will, the Benton, Arkansas, then 10-year-old agreed. Lauren rattled off a list of possible tasks, all boring, Braden thought, until she suggested to help her prepare dinner every night. This is actually kind of fun, he mused, and while he chopped and sifted, an idea struck him on how he could earn even more money. Can you post a message on Facebook? He asked his mom, outlining his plan to prepare meals and sell them to friends and family. The first week, Braden received 5 orders, and after pouring through his mom's recipes, he settled on sour cream enchiladas. Taking some of his savings, he and his mom headed to the store for the ingredients and foil trays. Then, while she supervised, Braden got to work. His enchiladas were a big hit, and the next week he had even more orders for his second Braden's Bites offering, baked lasagna. Soon Braden was well on his way to funding his share of space camp. But one day he seemed distracted while cooking, and Lauren asked why. He told her about the last student council meeting. We all talked about homelessness and hunger, he said. Cooking this food reminds me that some people don't get enough to eat. And suddenly another idea popped into his head. That week he prepared and set aside an extra meal tray. Can we stop by the food bank when we do our deliveries, he asked. And from then on, Braden bought extra ingredients, and for every 5 meals he sold, he donated another to the Arkansas Food Bank. This is what it's all about, people. Before long, Braden was on his way to space camp. But when he got home, he headed right back into the kitchen. Only now he began donating all of his Braden's Bites profits to the Help Feed the Hungry. With his sister Amelia, then 7, signing on as a sous chef, Braden continued to donate meals to the food bank as well as to others in need. When his friend Carter's dad died, Braden sold $700 in meals to teachers at their old grade school and donated the proceeds to Carter's family. And when a devastating flood raged through Arkansas, he sold enough meals to buy 50 sleeping bags for people that were left homeless. Sorry. In just 2 years, Braden, now 12, has donated some 3,300 meals to the food bank. He inspires all of us says Emily Grassman, the Director of Communications for Arkansas Food Bank. We're thankful for the impact he is making in the lives of hungry Arkansans. Last summer, Braden switched to the culinary camp, and he's thinking of making cooking a career. I'm really lucky that my family has never had to worry about where our next meal came from, he says. Being able to raise funds so that others don't have to feels really good. And they show a beautiful little picture of the little boy with 2 meals, and he looks like he's in a professional chef's outfit, and says, I won't stop cooking until there's no more hungry people in my community. Braden vows. Wonderful. Wonderful. And the last page is Love and Laughter. There's a beautiful little girl, 2.5, Lainey. She's holding a bunny, stuffed one. Says Snuggle Bunny, submitted by Grandmother Debbie Zavoda from Pennsylvania. And they have a little fireman next. He's 11 months, Jaden. He's just simply adorable. These boots are made for walking, submitted by Grandmother Sally Rager from Alabama. They've got a kitty cat, and it looks like over the computer screen. It says submitted by Lindsay Brundage from Lincoln, Nebraska. All play, no work. They've got a beautiful quote. Every day is a fresh start for you. Every sunrise is a new chapter in your life waiting to be written. Juzan Dizon. And they've got a little kid talking to his grandpa in a cartoon. It says, if things get better with age, Grandpa, you must be perfect. I love that. They've got a bed that's messed up, a kitty cat laying on it, a man coming in, what looks like with more sheets, and a little magician standing to the side. It says, for my next trick, I'll make the bed without moving the cat. In our house, that would not be uncommon. They've got this little baby, and he is just so adorable. The newest member of the Rat Pack, he's got a little hat on and crawling. His name's Braden, 7 months, submitted by Grandmother Callie Jo Camprani from Illinois. Go Illinois. Strutting my stuff. There's little girl. She's just adorable as all get out. Kristen 1, submitted by Mother Lisa Still from Georgia. And that is your Woman's World magazine all in one setting. Can you believe it? We covered it. But anyway, and it brought tears of joy and happiness to my eyes. So thank you for that. What I want to wish for you is the following. Much joy, much happiness, much love, and prosperity in your bank and in your heart. But most importantly, do not forget to give is better than to receive. And we're still in the pandemic, no matter what anybody says. So keep washing your hands. When you can't wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer. Always wear your mask right now. I know that people are getting their shots, because my grandpa got both of his. I have not got mine yet, okay? Think of people like me, okay, who have not got their shot yet. Don't just be selfish and be like, oh, I had my shots, so I'm good. No. And look at over at Italy right now. They're going back through being shut down again. Do you really want that? Let's avoid it together. Let's be sensible. Let's use our noggin for something other than good looks, people. Okay? So with that being said, wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer when you can't wash your hands. Keep your 6 feet of social distance still. I don't care what they say on the news. Keep your 6 feet of social distance. And God bless each and every one of you. Love y'all till we meet tomorrow. And don't worry, we'll have more magazines to cover tomorrow. God bless.